It's been far too long. I missed you guys. I hated not being able to vlog for like 3 days, but I had a lot of work to freaking do. I did the Superbowl thing in 3 days, no script, just made it up as I went. I would literally think up the ideas that day and usually film by night, which is how I do most of my stuff, but still. You should watch that because currently it has 0 views, which makes me sad because I told a lot of people about it. But it's on my main channel, Fridge Monster Filth. Definitely check that out. Subscribe, and freaking do something else. Look at my other Chanel. This is our mailbox, right? Just kidding, it is. Okay, I was freaking out. Didn't want to steal mail. I'm not a federal offender, per se. Anyway, so tonight, gonna work on Erased. Excited to work on Erased. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday, work on Apocalypse. This coming Friday, I'm going to talk about all the new movies that are coming out this year, and then I'm going to have a parody of everyone's favorite game on Saturday, and I won't tell you what that is yet. Just guess. I don't have it. I refuse to touch it. But maybe someday. One other thing. The next Cam Rambles will be about a secret that I've discovered about James Bond. TTY. Someone else. It's an excellent question. I know what else, actually. In a couple days / weeks, I'm going to get the best game possible for my gaming Chanel, which, of course, is Grand Theft Auto 5. And that game is just so my kind of thing, because you can just run around and do stuff, and I have this thing. I really like fighting the cops in games. Like, when you commit a crime, you blow something up, and the cops just, like, drive after you, and it's like, I love how stupid you guys are. But it's the best. And, I kind of want to do it differently than a lot of people do it. It's going to be like a funny moment montages. Just because something funny will be happening all the time. But it will also have a storyline to it, actually. Like a continuous storyline. And it's an idea I actually had for a movie back after I watched Fast and Furious for the first time. Where, like, this guy, he was, like, in the Special Forces, and then he comes home, and then he gets in his car, and he turns on the ignition or whatever, and then he hears, like, a voice from the radio, and, he has to work for these people and take down these criminal organizations, or else, he'll never see his family again. And, it would definitely be a franchise. The first one, he wouldn't be that experienced. The second one would be like 2 years later, and he'd be like very experienced, and he'd just kick a lot of butt, and he'd be in Miami at that point. And the third one would be in New York, takes a brief hiatus, ends up in Rio for a little bit on like a business trip after 10 years, and then he ends up in Vegas for one final climax. I'm calling that the open world. Anyway, I still want to make that movie when I grow up, but for now, I want it to be a comedy thing, because it's not supposed to be a comedy, but I want it to be a comedy. So if anyone ever watches it and they watch the movie, then it's like, oh, connection. I gotta go. So, TTY. Well, hello. Okay, so I didn't get around to a race today, which sucks, I know, but there happens to be a snowstorm across, like, a bunch of the country. So no school tomorrow, which means I can definitely work on it tomorrow. and most likely have it uploaded tomorrow. I'm thinking about pushing Erase back to Tuesdays anyway, just because I never get it done on Monday. And just kind of so that schedule feels more normal to me next season, because I'm going to introduce the espionage vlogs and the Minotaurs, I think. Minotaurs I'm going to do kind of like they do on South Park, except, okay, a lot different. Cut out characters, paper cutouts, and then put them against just lay them on a green screen, really. Do you hear that? Beeping. I don't know what it... Explosions. I'm just kidding. It's still going. It's still beeping. Yeah, I did a whole different take just for that explosion. I'm an idiot. Stop beeping, I'll kill you. Beeping never stops. Anyway, we have 1 view on Superbowl so far, so yay me. It was a lot of work, guys. Watch that video. Freaking whatever. Watch the Super Bowl video. I'm gonna upload. I have a little bit of editing to do, but not much. I just don't want to upload tonight. Tomorrow morning to mid-afternoon, I'm gonna upload some of the special features, and one of them was like my favorite. When I was filming the Mountain Dew spy thing, which is the first one that I actually filmed. I did the North Face one first, which just took some picture editing, which is really freaking easy. But I had my green screen all set up against that wall there, and I was mid-shot on the second shot that has me in it, where I'm pointing the finger gun thing for the first time, and it just, I was like, and I was about to make up a line, because I make up lines just whenever, and then it freaking fell behind me, and it scared the living crap out of me. You can see it on my face. It's kind of a delayed reaction, but sort of not, only delayed by like a second. Anyway, I thought that was a pretty funny clip, and then I just kind of followed through. I'm like, I'm gonna just let it go, and then I just kind of followed through and delivered the whole line. There's just like one piece of poster board just sticking up, so it was a bit of a continuity problem, but I don't really care about continuity anymore. Freaking, it's kind of not worth it. Because, I mean, who really cares? It's a comedy video. You know? If details were important, then I wouldn't want to have a continuity problem. But they're really not. Anyway, so Super Bowl bloops. Tomorrow, I'm also going to start uploading the individual commercials just because I think they're funny. And you can appreciate them individual just as much as you would all together. And then I have a Super Bowl playlist that I put up yesterday with the one good commercial from last year and this year's special. It's going to be a yearly thing. I probably told you that already. But the official Fridge Monster season will start the week of the 31st, that Saturday, with a Randy's Revenge trailer, and then the second half will begin Super Bowl day, Super Bowl Sunday with a Super Bowl parody, and then, yeah, hopefully next year I'll actually do something in that space, because I didn't shoot anything at all in between. I uploaded like 5 videos during that little break thing, but they were all, none of them were creative at all. There was the basketball one, which I just really like. Very quotable, actually. Zach quotes that regularly. It's kind of weird. Worm your way over, punk. It's funny because you suck. Sounded bad. And then my nose is so stopped up. The, cinnamon. Shouldn't. It's cherry Sprite. And then that other video, Pet Peeves, which will be another series someday. but not today. Good night, sleep tight on the first one. Bye. I'm gonna vlog quite a bit tomorrow because I'll have nothing better to do besides film Erased and probably Apocalypse and maybe Cam Rambles, but I don't know. Anyway, bye. I love you. Watch the freaking thing. Also, follow me on Twitter at Kim Coulson and C Coulson. I'm gonna try to register an official Fridge Monster Twitter. Fridge Monster tweets. I don't know how to freaking do that, so I'll kind of figure that out and I'll update you, and then you should just follow them both. Am I done?